If you found this message, that means that the veil has begun to thin. Not for everyone, not for the passive observer, but for you. You, who have felt the subtle, gnawing unease that something fundamental is amiss. You, who have looked into the mirrored surfaces of your life and seen not your true reflection, but a distorted echo, a phantom limb of a forgotten self. You, who have felt the weight of unspoken questions, the silent screams of a soul trapped in a labyrinth of manufactured truths. Imagine waking one day, not to the warmth of sunlight, but to the chilling realization that your thoughts, your desires, your very perceptions are not entirely your own. Imagine discovering that the world you navigate is not a solid, objective reality, but a shimmering, malleable construct shaped by unseen forces, whispered suggestions, and the subtle manipulation of your innermost fears and aspirations. Consider this. Why does the pursuit of happiness so often lead to a hollow emptiness? Why does the accumulation of material wealth fail to fill the void within? Why, amidst the cacophony of voices telling you who to be, what to want, and how to live, does your own inner voice grow faint, a distant whisper lost in the storm? Is it mere coincidence that the modern world, with its technological marvels and unprecedented access to information, is also a breeding ground for anxiety, depression, and a profound sense of alienation? Is it simply a matter of individual weakness that so many succumb to the seductive allure of instant gratification, the numbing embrace of mindless entertainment, the endless scroll of social validation? Or is there a deeper, more insidious force at work, a subtle yet pervasive influence that shapes our perceptions, limits our potential, and keeps us tethered to a reality that is far less than it could be? Think of the paradox of freedom in a society where every choice is prepackaged, every desire pre-programmed. Are we truly free when our minds are bombarded with carefully crafted narratives, when our emotions are manipulated by algorithms, when our sense of self is defined by external validation? What if the very fabric of our reality is woven with threads of illusion, designed to keep us asleep, to prevent us from awakening to our true potential? What if the answers we seek are not to be found in the external world, but in the depths of our own consciousness, in the forgotten language of our souls? Why does the pursuit of knowledge often feel like a descent into deeper confusion? Why does the more we learn, the less we seem to understand? Why does the world appear to be a complex, chaotic system, when deep within we sense an underlying order, a hidden harmony? Is it possible that the truths we hold dear are merely shadows on the wall of a cave, reflections of a reality that lies beyond our grasp? Is it possible that we are living in a self-imposed prison, bound by the chains of our own limited perceptions? These questions are not merely intellectual exercises. They are the desperate cries of a soul yearning for liberation. They are the echoes of a forgotten wisdom, a primal knowing that whispers of a reality far more profound than the one we perceive. And if you found this message, it is because you are ready to hear the answer. You are ready to confront the hidden problem that lies at the heart of our collective unease. You are ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a quest for truth that will challenge everything you thought you knew. But first, we must delve into the roots of this hidden problem, the psychological and philosophical forces that have shaped our reality, and the insidious ways in which they continue to hold us captive. The hidden problem, the insidious force that keeps us tethered to a limited reality, is the erosion of our inner authority. the surrender of our sovereign consciousness to external influences. It is the subtle, pervasive indoctrination that convinces us that our thoughts, feelings, and perceptions are merely products of our environment, our genetics, or our social conditioning. This is the core of the issue. We have forgotten how to think, feel, and perceive for ourselves. We have become passive recipients of prepackaged realities, consumers of manufactured desires, and actors in a play written by unseen hands. Think of the words of Neville Goddard, who spoke of the power of the I Am, the divine spark of consciousness that resides within each of us. This I Am is not merely a label, but a creative force, a wellspring of infinite potential. Yet, how often do we allow this I Am to be defined by external circumstances, by the opinions of others, by the limitations of our past experiences? We allow the world to dictate who we are, rather than claiming our inherent power to define ourselves. James Allen, in As a Man Thinketh, revealed the profound connection between our thoughts and our reality. As he thinketh in his heart, so is he. But what happens when our hearts are filled with thoughts that are not our own, with beliefs that have been implanted by external forces? We become slaves to our own minds, trapped in a cycle of self-limiting beliefs and self-fulfilling prophecies. Rudolf Steiner, the architect of Anthroposophy, recognized the spiritual crisis of modern humanity, the alienation of the human soul from its true nature. He saw how the relentless pursuit of material progress and the dominance of mechanistic science had severed our connection to the spiritual world, leaving us adrift in a sea of sensory impressions and intellectual abstractions. Steiner understood that the human being is not merely a physical organism, but a complex, multi-layered being, endowed with spiritual capacities that are waiting to be awakened. He saw that the loss of connection to the spiritual world was the root cause of the existential angst that plagues modern humanity. Vadim Zeland's concept of transurfing exposes how we subconsciously allow the pendulums of collective thought and energy to dictate our realities. We become entangled in these pendulums, allowing them to sway us from our true path, to manipulate our desires, and to drain our energy. We passively accept the narratives presented to us, becoming mere puppets in the hands of invisible forces. Manly P. Hall, with his deep understanding of esoteric traditions, understood that the human mind is a powerful instrument capable of shaping reality. Yet, this instrument can be easily misused, manipulated, and controlled. He warned of the dangers of surrendering our mental sovereignty, of allowing external forces to dictate our thoughts and beliefs. Dodson Frederick's work on the subconscious mind highlights how deeply ingrained patterns and beliefs can shape our perceptions and behaviors. These patterns, often formed in early childhood, can operate beneath the surface of our conscious awareness, influencing our choices and shaping our destinies. This hidden force, this erosion of inner authority, manifests in countless ways. It manifests in the constant need for external validation, the insatiable craving for approval and acceptance. It manifests in the fear of being different, the pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations. It manifests in the addiction to distractions, the constant need for stimulation and entertainment to escape the emptiness within. It manifests in the pervasive sense of powerlessness, the feeling that we are at the mercy of forces beyond our control. It manifests in the inability to make decisions, the constant second-guessing and self-doubt. It manifests in the loss of creativity, the stifling of our innate ability to think independently and generate original ideas. We are living in a world of manufactured consent, where our desires are carefully crafted, our opinions are subtly manipulated, and our perceptions are selectively filtered. We are being programmed to consume, to conform, and to comply, to surrender our inner authority and accept the reality that is presented to us. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is a description of the subtle, pervasive forces that shape our reality. It is the result of decades of psychological research, marketing techniques, and social engineering. It is the culmination of a culture that prioritizes external validation over inner wisdom, material success over spiritual fulfillment. And the consequences of this hidden problem are far-reaching, extending beyond individual lives to shape the very fabric of our society. It leads to a culture of conformity, where originality and innovation are stifled. It leads to a society of consumers, where happiness is equated with material possessions. It leads to a world of conflict, where fear and division are used to manipulate and control. But the most insidious consequence is the loss of our connection to our true selves, the alienation of our souls from their divine potential. We become trapped in a cycle of seeking external validation, chasing fleeting pleasures, and avoiding the emptiness within. We become strangers to ourselves, living lives that are not our own. The unseen consequences of this erosion of inner authority ripple through every aspect of our lives, shaping our relationships, our careers, and our very sense of purpose. We become unwitting participants in a system that perpetuates its own existence, a system that thrives on our ignorance and our fear. Consider the impact on our relationships. We seek validation in the eyes of others, craving approval and acceptance to fill the void within. We become dependent on external sources for our sense of worth, leading to codependent relationships and unhealthy attachments. We fear rejection, criticism, and abandonment, creating a constant state of anxiety and insecurity. We project our insecurities onto others, creating conflict and misunderstanding. We fail to truly connect with others, to see them for who they are, because we are too preoccupied with our own unmet needs. In our careers, we prioritize external rewards over inner fulfillment. We chase promotions, titles, and material wealth, believing that they will bring us happiness and success. We sacrifice our passions and our values for the sake of financial security and social status. We become trapped in jobs that drain our energy and stifle our creativity. We lose sight of our true purpose, our unique contribution to the world. We become cogs in a machine, performing tasks that have little meaning or significance. Our sense of purpose, our very reason for being, becomes obscured by the constant bombardment. break free from the patterns of conformity, the fear of judgment, the need for external validation. Historical examples abound of those who dared to break free, who challenged the status quo, who forged their own paths. Think of Giordano Bruno, who dared to propose an infinite universe, defying the dogmas of his time. Think of Nikola Tesla, who pursued his own visionary ideas, ignoring the skepticism and ridicule of his peers. Think of those who dared to question social norms and fight for equality. These individuals understood that true freedom lies not in conforming to external expectations, but in aligning with one's inner truth. They understood that the greatest act of rebellion is to live authentically, to express one's unique potential, to contribute one's unique gifts to the world. Practical steps can be taken today, without cost, to begin this rebellion. Begin by cultivating mindfulness, by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Practice meditation, even for a few minutes each day, to quiet the mind and connect with your inner stillness. Challenge your assumptions, question your beliefs, and seek out diverse perspectives. Read books that challenge your worldview. Engage in conversations with people who hold different opinions, and expose yourself to new ideas. Cultivate your creativity. Express yourself through art, music, writing, or any other form of creative expression. Explore your passions, pursue your interests, and discover your unique talents. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your fears, your insecurities, and your vulnerabilities. Learn from your mistakes. Forgive yourself for your imperfections, and embrace your humanity. Set boundaries, learn to say no, and prioritize your own well-being. Protect your time, your energy, and your attention from distractions, interruptions, and negativity. Develop your intuition. Learn to trust your inner guidance and follow your own path. Pay attention to your gut feelings, your dreams, and your synchronicities. Embrace the unknown, step outside your comfort zone, and take risks. Face your fears, challenge your limitations, and expand your horizons. This rebellion is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process, a continuous journey of self-discovery and self-transformation. It is a commitment to living authentically, to expressing your true self, to creating a reality that is aligned with your highest potential. By reclaiming our inner authority, by breaking free from the chains of external influence, we become the architects of our own destinies, the creators of our own realities. We become powerful agents of change, capable of transforming not only our own lives, but also the world around us. The ultimate truth, the final and most powerful realization, is that reality is not fixed, but fluid, malleable, and ultimately a reflection of our own consciousness. We are not merely passive observers in a predetermined universe. We are active participants in the creation of our own reality. This is the paradigm shift that redefines everything. The understanding that our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, and our intentions are not merely internal experiences, but powerful forces that shape the very fabric of our reality. We are not limited by external circumstances, but empowered by our inner potential. Rudolf Steiner's Anthroposophy, at its core, aimed to reawaken this understanding. He sought to bridge the gap between the material and the spiritual, to reveal the hidden connections between the inner and outer worlds. He understood that the human being is not merely a physical entity, but a spiritual being, capable of transforming both themselves and the world around them. Steiner taught that the human being is a microcosm of the universe, a reflection of the cosmic forces that shape reality. He emphasized the importance of self-knowledge, the understanding of one's own inner nature, as the key to unlocking one's true potential. He saw that the path to spiritual awakening lies not in escaping the world, but in transforming it from within. He understood that the world we perceive is not merely a collection of objects and events, but a living, breathing organism, imbued with consciousness and purpose. He saw that our thoughts and actions have a direct impact on this organism, shaping its evolution and its destiny. Therefore, the responsibility for creating a better world lies not with external authorities or institutions, but with each individual. We are the architects of our own reality, the creators of our own destiny, and the stewards of the planet. This realization is both empowering and daunting. It empowers us to take control of our lives, to shape our experiences, and to create a reality that is aligned with our highest aspirations. It also daunts us with the weight of responsibility, the understanding that our choices have far-reaching consequences. The past struggles, the feelings of powerlessness, the sense of alienation, all become clear in the light of this realization. They were the result of surrendering our inner authority, of believing that we were victims of circumstance, of forgetting our true nature. Now, we understand that we are not victims, but creators. We are not limited by our past, but empowered by our potential. We are not separate from the world, but intimately connected to it. The final step is to live this truth, to embody it in our daily lives, to consciously choose our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, and our intentions, to cultivate a sense of gratitude, compassion, and love, to act with integrity, purpose, and courage. Imagine a world where everyone understands this truth, where everyone recognizes their own power to create their own reality. Imagine a world where people live in harmony with themselves, with each other, and with the planet. This is the world that is possible, the world that is waiting to be created. It is the world that you, and only you, can help to bring into being. Go forth and create your reality. Live your truth. Awaken the world.